Hi there, Zamin for NerdTube. These are my thoughts and spoilers of Red One, currently on Amazon Prime. This film was on the cinema, but there was no way in hell I was going to watch this movie in the cinema, especially as it came out in November. It's now December, mid December, that is, just a handful of days away from Christmas. It's on Amazon Prime. Let's watch it. And I have to say, I had an okay time of it. I do say just okay. I don't think this film is that great, but I do feel that your family members, especially the younger ones, will enjoy this. This is a very disposable, okay movie that does its job as a Christmas film. There are some flaws with it, but there are some good bits with it as well. Let's get with the good. The good is Chris Evans. He is fantastic as this douchebag father and this hacker and this person who's very skeptical about life and doesn't believe in Santa Claus. Not behold to him, he doesn't realize that one of his jobs he's done is to help another organization kidnap Santa Claus, which is where Dwayne the Rock Johnson's character comes into play, as he is Santa Claus's bodyguard and he requires Jack O'Malley's help, Chris Evans' character, of course, to basically save Santa Claus. And these two people have different personalities, so they clash and all of that sort of stuff, but they do end up working together to get the job done. And as I said, one of the good things about this film is Chris Evans' character, but one of the worst things is The Rock's character. Not necessarily the worst thing, but I don't think he's doing anything we haven't really seen from him before. Then again, I think the same thing could be said about Chris Evans because he's so good at playing douchebags, but I really appreciate his performance. Whilst I can't necessarily appreciate what The Rock is offering me, if you know what I mean. Sometimes you can do a role several times and playing douchebags. Chris Evans has done that so many times, and he's so fucking good in this. I loved his character every time I was on screen. Whilst even though The Rock is very well, he's renowned for I'm about to say very good. He's renowned for playing more stoic characters. Doesn't necessarily mean you enjoy the performances that he gives when he does it again. And I would have to say that's definitely the case with this particular film. But what did I not like about this movie? Well, I have to say I despise the Americana militarization of who Santa Claus is. It made me want to fucking projectile vomit all the way across the pond to our fucking American friends there, because I couldn't fucking stand it. I was rolling my eyes at it. I hated this fucking version of it. It just did not. I just not appreciate it. Maybe those motherfuckers from the other side of the water might have loved all that shit, but they couldn't appreciate all this bollocks. Not for me. This was not how I wanted to see Santa Claus portrayed. And it's amazing how many people from all over the fucking world know Santa exists, but nobody necessarily lets that shit slip. It's just really weird. I just didn't like it. It was too militarized, and it just was irking at me, and it really fucking pissed me off. But outside of that, what do we have? We have a villain or two, or maybe one and a half, so to speak. Uh, they played their part, but I guess it wasn't too memorable. We had lessons being learnt because this is a Christmas movie, so that lesson of Christmas needs to be taught in some capacity. You get that shit as well, so it's all fucking mixed in there. Being an action film, you have some okay action scenes, I guess, here and there, just to pass the time. But it's just an average Christmas movie, and I think one of the reasons why I criticize The Rock so much is look at what he's fucking doing now. Like he made Black Adam before that, which was a pile of shit, and now he's making this. Like seriously, why are people banking on this fucking guy? He doesn't do anything good. He really doesn't. This guy just churns out bollocks. He's involved in the Fast and the Furious franchise, but really he's not necessarily the face of that franchise. Vin Diesel is, and the late Paul Anderson. They are, but not him. You might think he is, but he fucking isn't. If anything, the fucking Fast and the Furious franchise revitalized his career. Regardless, um, what you get from this movie is the tick boxing of what you want from what you usually get from a Christmas movie, especially an Americana family fucking Christmas film. But if things like the militarization style of who Santa Claus is going to piss you off, like it pissed me off, then yeah, that's gonna irk you watching this fucking film. But it fucking irked me. I just don't like it. I just genuinely don't fucking like it. It's just really fucking stupid. And it's just typical from those dickheads from the other side of the fucking world doing shit like this, thinking that this is really cool. Yeah, red one coming in, red one. Yankee Doodle, yes sir. Roger, Roger. All that. Fuck you. Just fuck yourselves with that bullshit. I fucking hate it. Overall, what am I going to give this movie? Well, it's weird in a way. I don't think it is as bad as a lot of people made it out to be, regardless of my gripes. At the same time, I don't think this is the great film. There's some nice moments in this movie. Actually, I need to mention one particular character, and that's the character of Krampus in this film. He's played by, now, please forgive me if I butcher his name, but I'm going to try to read it here. He's a familiar actor, Christopher Hivju, the Norwegian actor who was in Game of Thrones. He famously played Tormund Glancebane, the wildling in Game of Thrones. You know who he is, the guy with the big beard who likes to drink, fermented milk to get drunk and shit like that. Yeah, that guy. He's really good as Krampus. That's another character I did like in this film, but nothing like those particular moments, like Chris Evans' performance and Krampus. They don't save this movie from getting a good rating. If anything, it just about keeps it balanced, because as much as I have these gripes, those two guys kind of made it an okay film. J.K. Simmons is good in everything he does, and he's kind of like becoming a bit plain Jane, so to speak. And he was to a degree as Santa Claus, and seeing how Santa Claus delivers these presents and shit like that was okay, I guess, but whatever. It still fucking makes you scratch your head how he's able to do all of his shit in one day regardless. It gets a 5 out of 10. 5. That's what I'm going to get. A 5 out of 10 for Red One. Right down the fucking middle. I do have my gripes, but as in the end of the day, those gripes might not be a problem for everyone. And like I said, this is a typical Christmas movie that ticks the boxes you need to have a Christmas film when it comes to understanding the spirit of Christmas. All these other fucking bullshit things. So yeah, that's what this film gets for me. So it's on Amazon Prime right now. I recommend watch it. It's there. If you've got Amazon Prime, watch it. Especially if you're gonna get some family and friends around together on Christmas Day or whatever it may be, some family get together and you need to pass the time a little bit. This could be what the doctor fucking ordered, especially if you've got some kids around. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to NerdTube. Take care now, and have a Merry Christmas.